So what did the sink tell the toilet? You look a little flushed. Flush the toilet.
Perfect.
So the Jordan 1 lost and found. What more can I say that has not already been said? It has made everyone's near enough top 10 and I can't blame them. But now the dust has settled, it's about time we review the Jordan 1 high, lost and found. Now the Chicago Reimagined they're calling it, and I'm really glad they've brought this colorway back. The last pair that I can remember was I think that Spider-Man in 2018, and I know a lot of people didn't like the dots on it or even the icy outsole, but for me it's still one of my grails. So when I caught wind of the lost and founds, I was like, yep, I need them, even if I'm paying resale. And you can't spell life of a broski without the L's, and that's exactly what I took. So I bit the bullet and paid resale. I'm not too mad, I got them for a price that I was willing to pay, so it's all good. But before we waffle on anymore, let's start off with the box because this one's worth talking about. Now we all know the story behind this shoe by now, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. It was basically about a Jordan 1 High Chicago being found after so many years in storage. And as you can see from the box, it has that aged look with a mismatched lid. The lid is actually borrowed from an AJKO, hence why the lid is actually orange. Now other than the aged look and that mismatched lid, we do have that $64 tag with the sale just on top, and boy, we're a long way away from being that price. But other than that, the product sticker does say Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG, and the official colorway is Varsity Red, Black and Cell Muslin. Now in the box itself, it does come with that receipt that a lot of people are loving. It's meant to be from that made up store that these were lost in. Defo adds to that retro package. Now other than that, there is this sort of newspaper look to the tissue, which is one of the best things I've seen. It's got all those sort of Jordan trimmings and brandings to it and saying how much they used to go for, which apparently at one time it was $29.99, and that just hurts my heart. Now I can't lie to you, I think this has got to be one of the best packaging to any GR pair that we've had. And yes, it's pretty crazy to think these are still a GR. We are a long way away from the release date, but if resale is on your mind, it's only right we talk about the sizing. Now like most other Jordan 1 highs that I've tried on, these are a true to size, and if there's any reference, I go true to size with the likes of the Air Max 90, the Air Max 1, the Air Max 95 and even the Nike Dunk. So if that's any help to you, I'd say go true to size. Now this actually made my top spot on the top 10 Jordans to drop this year, and there's so many reasons why. So I think it's about time we take an up close and personal look. Now this Chicago colorway is for me as iconic as it gets. For a lot of people, it's the best shoe ever made, the first one to start the Jordan brand. So even though I'm not too much of a Jordan guy, I can defo appreciate these. But where we have the underlays, it is of course in whites, but it has that sort of cracks look to it. Especially the toe box, I've got a sneaky feeling that this paint will chip away. But it is worth mentioning, the red overlays doesn't have that sort of glazed look to it that we would have on a Jordan 1, which does add to the retro style. Now even though a lot of people like the white laces it came with, I defo had to put the black ones in. I don't know what it is, it just adds a nice contrast to the shoe. So for me, I defo had to have the black pair. But when it comes to the tongue, we do have that age look to it as well, with the red Nike Air tab towards the top. We've also got that black cotton sock liner, and the insole is white with the red Nike Air branding towards the back of it. Now towards the lateral side, we've got the Air Jordan Wings logo in that deglazed look again. Now the ankle collar, thankfully mold free. This part of the shoe is one of the best things about it. It's got that aged and cracked look to it, which I think again will peel off over time. But it's definitely a nice touch. It adds to that unique look to this specific Chicago colorway. Now we do have that cell look to the midsole here again, but the outsole is what steals the show. Very similar to what we had on the protection pack to the 2002 Rs. It has that sort of chalk look to it. But if it's anything like the 2002 Rs, after a few wears, it will defo rub off. Now the more I have this sneaker in hand, the more I think this might just be the sneaker of the year. But we have come to that part of the video where I decide whether these are a buy or a buy. Now this part of the video, just like a broken pencil, is kinda pointless. I mean, I've already paid resale for these, and just like Drake, the release date is so far gone. But we are still gonna waffle on because that's what I do. For me, technically, this is the one that started it all, so you definitely need to pay homage whether you like it or not. Missing out on the previous Chicago drops, I wasn't missing out on these. Such an iconic colorway on such an iconic shoe, and there's very few times where I'm not mad that I paid resale. To be honest broskies, there's not much else I can really say that hasn't already been said. This is, of course, an absolute buy. But comment down below and let me know what you think. Did you get these at retail? Did you pay resale? Or was this an absolute miss? Let me know down below and I will pin the best comment. But thank you for watching, and whilst you're here, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. And till the next episode, take care.